Well, Mickey, with a target like this, what's the approach? I mean, how do you actually bat this situation?
We bat for 2 days, we win.
But do you take it in chunks? Like, is there a
No, it's just batting session for session now. That's all we can do, and we've got to believe we can do it. You know, if we don't believe we can do it, there's no point in rocking up tomorrow. So we've got to believe we can do it. We've got to believe we can bat 2 days, and we've got to believe we can bat session for session.
Ricky, you're in charge during that 4-1-4 chase. What sort of lessons from that, or even just motivationally take into this?
We know the wicket is very good, and the wicket gets better here. You know, it hasn't been that hot, although it's going to be hot tomorrow. It's not going to crack up. There's not going to be any uneven bounce. It's very much a new ball wicket. If we get through the new ball, you know, we can just bat. And again, the approach you take is batting session for session. You know, you can't get ahead of yourself. A couple of big partnerships, and you never know what might happen. And as I say again, we've got to believe we can bat for 2 days.
Mickey, in the context of Ricky Ponting's retirement, this is obviously pretty tough. I mean, does it feel like the South Africans have ruined his retirement, or?
No. I mean, Ricky will get 250 not out in the second innings, and it'll be fantastic.
Obviously, Ricky's retirement announcement was pretty emotional and pretty significant. Has that kind of pressure weighed on the team at all during the
Not at all. You know, obviously it was very emotional. It was an emotional morning that for the team. If anything, I think it spurred the team on to greater heights. You know, it spurred the team on to send Ricky out in a really good way. It hasn't worked out for the first 3 days, but who knows what happens on day 4 and 5.
Some talk about SIDS and Hills and their availability for Tasmania. What condition are they in?
If I start with SIDS, SIDS is in okay condition. He had the hammy checked out. There's nothing massive there. He just needs some downtime. He starts rehab work again on Tuesday. So SIDS is a definite. Hilf will be available as well. Hilf was very fatigued, just like SIDS. He had a little bit of pain in his knee, which prohibited him getting through his action just a little bit. Hilf will be fit. Hilf also has to do some specialist work. He's got to do a little bit of skill work just to get his arm a little bit higher. He's aware of that. Ali De Winter, our bowling coach, is aware of that, and he'll be getting those in the next couple of days.
Shane Watson bowled, I think, only 9 overs in each innings. Is that because that was his prescribed limit for this game, or?
No, he could have bowled more. Obviously, you know, we don't want Shane to bowl more than 12 overs a day, really. There are going to be days where he's going to have to. And I think Michael just obviously marshalled the troops really well around that. So, no, there was no prescribed limit on Shane Watson.
On a positive note to come out of today, Mitchell Johnson, how proud were you to see what he did, not only in this innings but also in the first innings?
Well, I was really happy with our day today. 8 for 330 on a really good wicket and 0 for 40 at the end of the day. So I was really happy with our day's work. We had a pretty hard chat about yesterday, last night, and then again this morning. The bowling group responded, I thought, very, very well today. So again, proud of our day's work, but we're paying the price for a very poor day 2 of the Test match.
Just Mitchell in particular, though, his first Test in more than a year. How have you rated his performance?
Yeah, I thought Mitchell was good. I thought he was very good. I was really happy with the way the attack bounced back today as a whole.
What sort of went? It was an incredible stretch last night, wasn't it? 206 runs in possession. It's almost barely believable. What do you sort of? I mean, obviously the batsmen were terrific, but what did you make of that as opposed to good batting compared to bad bowling?
Yeah, look, Well, let me start from the start. I think our batting unit let our bowling unit down. As a batting unit, to be all out for 165 wasn't good enough. The batting unit needed to take a little bit of responsibility for that. It's always the bowlers that end up getting caned. But if we had got ourselves a 70, 80 run lead like we had planned, the bowlers would have bowled with a different pressure, and the South African players would have been under a lot different pressure in terms of their start of the innings. So the batters acknowledged that, and then the bowlers acknowledged that they were nowhere near the mark that they needed to be. So all in all, it was a very poor day. But again, we discussed it at length, and we've put that aside today. And I was really happy to see the spirit that the guys came back with.